one of the last pieces of exterior moldings to go on the 60 Fury is the back window trim. And what happened was when I bought that car, a lot of the moldings were so loose that they were almost falling off, and the little pieces around the back window at the lower corners were essentially just laying there, and they were going to fall off on the way home. So I took them off and put them somewhere safe so I wouldn't lose them. So what do you think happened? So here we are, 3.5, 4 years later. I don't know where they are. So what I did was I took them off the same location on the 61 Belvedere coupe I have, which uses the same pieces, and that at least gives me a few years to find the other ones. Naturally, the ones on the 61, like every other piece of that car, are quite poor. So I'm going to be banging out the last 2 pieces of stainless that I have to fix for that car. And let's have a little look here. This one, actually quite good, other than the scratches. That's actually good, surprised me. This one, yeah, there we go, quite badly damaged in that corner there. Looks like some sanding damage and damage here as well. So anyway, I'm going to bang those out. We'll fix those, polish them, and then with any luck, we can get the last bit of moldings on the outside of that Plymouth and on to finishing the interior. I believe that I've gone into this in some detail on other videos, so I will probably, I'm not going to dwell on this extensively. I'll kind of bang them out, we'll have a look, and then we'll have a look at them when they're finished. Alright, there's our little corner piece there, just roughly hammered out. And nothing we haven't done before. Happy to be almost at the end of this, obviously. Spent a lot of hours on the stainless, but it's an important part of a car like this. So anyhow, that's just finished with the file. I'm going to take it all the way up to 1000 grit, and then we're going to polish it. Alright. Well, there we have our repaired pieces, and that one was pretty good. This was the dented up one. So I haven't properly polished them yet, but that's enough to get them ready. The polisher is over there. Yeah, maybe I'll chuck them on there. Just get it over with. Okay, I'm happy with that, and that'll go on the car just fine. And some hammer marks on the back, but overall, right, not 100%, but close enough. It's a pretty small piece, and it's time to just finish this baby up. Okay, well, since I have managed to repair the last couple of pieces for this back window trim, and I have an unwilling volunteer that I've coerced into helping me mock it up, we're going to fit up the, I don't even know, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces maybe. We're just going to, just like everything else in this car, every piece has gone on and off like, between 3 and 7 times before you're happy with it. So I'm not under the illusion that we're going to just throw this on here. So we're going to mock it up, and then over the next 7 days I will fight and swear at it, and then the next time you see it, it'll actually be on.
This is the first light toss.
The first light toss, as we say.
Yes.
So let's see what's in the old trunk here. First of all, do we have everything? This is the top with the corners already on. So let's just take that, and I will hand that to you.
Okay.
And then you kind of hold that in. It looks like they've never been off, or maybe I had them off for polishing. To say that I'm happy to be putting the last bits on is a bit of an understatement. These...
An exercise in patience of pounding out stainless trim.
Yeah, well, and we talked about it. There's probably as many hours in the stainless as there are in the rest of the car. Now those are not universal, so...
No, I'm just putting them there for now.
I'm handing you this, and we're just going to lay it loosely in the gap there. Just kind of put it where you think it looks best there. Should be my way a 1/2 inch maybe. Can you pull your molding, your corner molding out a ways? Or does it?
Yeah. Well, this one hasn't been apart yet. Yeah.
Oh, it's still dirty underneath.
Yeah.
This
so these haven't been off yet.
These have never been off. Oh my god.
Let's push those back on then.
Well, not necessarily. How are you?
Like really close now.
You're pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Yeah. I think I was just seeing.
Okay. Well, it looks pretty fair. It actually fits really well here.
Yeah.
So, okay. And
like you could.
Yeah,
like
I'd
it's
like
pretty
it to
close,
be-
but I don't want to bang it on or anything.
Oh no, we're not putting it on. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And they are. Okay, there's enough length. Yeah. Okay. Put a piece of tape on your corner molding
Okay.
if you want, just because it'll hold the trim at the top down. And man, this is exciting.
As on the corner piece, you're saying?
Yeah, because it's going to hold the top piece down. We're not just very hand me the tape. Yeah, cars like this brings up the discussion of whether shiny cars are more fun, and the answer is no.
Definitely not.
They're nice to look at, and and you don't want to be a dick. You don't want to turn into one of those, oh, don't touch my car guys, but then that would be the bottom.
As in, I'm thinking this might
Yeah,
actually
no, I
have to
think
go
we-
on last.
This one is polished, so
Leave the tape on.
leave the tape on for now, yeah.
So,
You got two of those moldings.
yeah, this seems to fit really well here.
Okay. Here, let me have the other one.
So does this.
Yeah, okay, well let me have either one of them. I'm a little bit out over the paint here, so.
Oh, I can push this on.
Yeah, push yours on a bit more. Okay. Is that reasonable?
That's kind of
Okay, just hold everything, don't move. I'm just gonna tape this before and where possible, we'll tape to the window instead of the paint. Okay. Watch your fingers.
Yep.
That's yours. And the big edge towards the outside of the car. The opposite of what you would think.
Big edge.
So,
toward-
yeah, like that.
Yeah, okay.
You know why this one never came apart? 'Cause this is the only piece that didn't have any damage. Okay, I'm gonna take this whole mess. Shiny cars are not fun.
They are,
mean,
but
they're
just
nice.
not.
But nice does not mean fun. Nice means nice.
Nice means you're worried about it all the time.
Nice means you don't want anybody to touch it. And you don't want it to get wrecked. Okay, I'm gonna have to, and you may have to as well, peel the first couple of inches.
Yeah, I did that already.
Oh, Mr. Trim Expert, way ahead of me.
I've already almost got mine on. I want to push this one onto the clip, but I don't think that's a good idea.
No, because it all has to come off.
Yeah.
So we're just just making sure that all the pieces that I fixed
Or here.
actually fit and go together
Yeah.
and are accounted for, yeah.
I think like it's gonna need a lot more tweaking.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't think
yeah.
mine.
Whoop. This
Yeah,
is
because we're not popping them in. I think you'll end up pulling this one out a bit more,
Yeah.
and then it needs to rotate a bit more too. And or I have the one from your side.
Oh, yeah, I never thought about that.
But like it's pretty fair.
Yeah, no, they look pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back on the top one here.
Sorry, what were you doing?
Oh, I just pulled it out a bit so that I didn't have mine at the very edge and yours was still in.
Okay.
So slide it over. Oh, I'm gonna peel mine.
As in, can I push it in more?
If you have to, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, no, we're in the neighborhood here for sure. So, put a little bit of tape there, a little bit of tape here.
There we go.
Yeah.
There. That's pretty good for just tossing it on there.
Yeah. Well, Why don't we?
Let's pull the tape off.
Yeah, pull the tape off. Now that they're not laying on top of each other in the trunk, there will still be tape holding it down, but we can just have a look at what it might look like.
Tape's getting crinkled.
Okay.
There.
Okay, got any more tape? Put a couple of pieces so that every piece has at least one piece of tape holding it on, so that nothing can go sproing and slide down the side of the car. For the first toss, not bad, not bad. Oops, that was smart.
Just tore the whole thing?
Yeah. Okay. So, you excited to do a 2,000-hour restoration now?
Oh yeah, that's what a joy.
Yeah, oh I know, just endless fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, every one of these pieces is just
And
thrashed.
sand.
Yeah. And there's the ones we did today. Okay, so
I'm telling you, my saw isn't getting any trim. Like I do have to beat out the grill that I have. But
oh yeah, as long as you get to do a little bit of pain.
yeah.
Okay, well the next time everybody sees this, it will be installed. And just wanted to make sure we had all the pieces and that they all were in good shape, and they are. Yeah, these had some damage on them, but we repaired these guys. They're nice and straight now. This one was actually good. That is a major surprise, but the whole roof on this car somehow, despite the rest of the car being garbage, the roof was really good. It was almost the only good part. Well, it was almost the only part we saved.
Yeah.
Next on the Fury list here is the trunk lock, and I'm going to put the dealership badge on it because I have it. Here, I think we talked about that. I actually have the original trunk lid next door, so we'll measure it, and I want it exactly where it was. And part of the fun, having all that stuff. And then it's time for underlay and carpet as well, because we got to get this thing on the road. And I bought lower rad hose was leaking, and you know, more bullshit, but we're getting there. Got to go for full exhaust. Oh, and and then we get the fun stuff. All the treats are coming up. What's happened is it got extremely cold again this week, so I've been kind of amusing myself in the heated parts of the shop. And so the Fury, this is the first day it's been kind of not terrible. It's still cold, but it's better than it was. So we'll be back on it pretty hard this coming week, I think. Then we got to start road testing it, which that's exciting, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're like, whatever.
Finally road testing.
Can I just not be here?
Well, I'm just enjoying the whole MG ad here that has the Scotsman for the economy.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you should have seen their first choice. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, you see that sound grill I saved?
Yeah. I thought that was fitting out. That's what I was bumping my head on.
Yeah, that's a 99 from one of those parts cars.
Yeah, you wouldn't give me the grill with the cars. I guess.
Right, you ended up with those for a while.
Yeah, I might end up with them still. Who knows?
Oh yeah, well, somebody's storing it for you for free. That's the way I see it.
I think Kevin's beating it for me for free.
Uh-huh.
I think Kevin's beating it.
Oh yeah, yeah, who knows? But there's still the other ones. Whatever happened to those?
Those got.
Are they gone?
Yeah.
Well, hard to believe. You know what's nice? I get in here, It does smell like a new car, which is pretty hard to believe. It's a new car smell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, new cars just smell like glue and
Oh,
plastic.
I was going to say, it's just all the off-gassing from the thinners and all the
Yeah,
glues
that's
and
the
the new
best.
vinyl and
And
all
the
that shit.
undercoating, yeah, that's what new car smell is. It's just a whole lot of toxic chemicals mixed together.
That's why you get such that high.
Yeah, that's what makes you buy them.
Car.
Oh, so much trim that I don't have to put on anymore. Yeah, this car is a trim champion. Even the 59 cannot touch the 60. And that's not counting the stuff that looks like one piece, but is actually 3 or 4. Like, just this chrome that goes on the drip rail here is easily half a dozen pieces per side. Like, when I was taking this apart, and I was like, oh man, we have got a long road. Honestly, I looked and I looked and I looked for ages and ages for that, and then I just had to give up and take it off the 61, so at least I can keep looking now. And this trunk was full to the top, and now I've got a couple of fuzzies. I got a couple of fuzzies, and that one piece that'll go on the rear passenger side rear panels going on this week. And I've got some sewing to do, and then it's carpet time. Oh, and I gotta fix this. This is the driver's side armrest. We're gonna fix that up. So anyhow, that's going along. Oh, and yes, I need some carpet underlay. That's right. I see I got some there, but nowhere near enough to do the whole car. So some stuff to do. The back window is one of the coolest parts of these cars. It's just so huge.
Was it called Sky View or something?
Yeah,
like
something like that.
The Granny Griller.
The Granny Griller window, yeah. I think it's actually, what do they call it, polarized from here up. If you see it in the sun, you can see that weird
yeah, I kinda
polarized
see
pattern.
it a
Yeah, you
bit,
can
yeah.
see it a little bit there. So that helps a little bit. Oh, we can get all this off now because this is all dry. So we'll do that this week. Oh, and I have the piece of rubber that goes here. We'll do that this week too. That'd be nice to get that done. Okay, wipers to go on. All kinds of fun stuff. Oh yeah, bumper. Lower valence. That's a big job. I almost need a little more room for some of these jobs. Okay, well, that's it. I wish we had more finished on the Plymouth this week, but that's...
Weather dependent.
It's kind of weather dependent, and since summer's coming, it's time to get this thing finished. Kyle, that I have to say it looks better than the actual cars did. That is really nice. Complete with Mrs. Falbo's dress.
Yeah, I cut up one of the girls' Barbie's dresses for that. They don't know.
Man, you got the stance. Like, everything is exactly right. The car had a crazy stance.
The stance was just so badass.
Yeah.
There's a few liberties I took. Like, I don't know if it had a chain steering wheel, but I felt like a car like that would have had a chain steering wheel.
Did
And
you
same with-
change it to a pistol grip 4-speed?
That's how the kit came, so I just used it because if it was my car, it'd be a stick.
So those would have been like 15 by 10 center lines?
Yeah,
Probably BFGs.
definitely BFGs.
So, monogram or what?
That's an AMT.
AMT. I
AMT.
probably asked you that, but I'm asking you again.
No, it's
this is the
AMT.
good copy of asking.
Oh,
AMT.
That was an AMT.
And is it a period issue or is it a reissue?
No, that is the reissue. That's not the period issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is like a model that was first made in the 70s?
Well, no, it was more in the 80s.
Okay. It's cool. 74, hey?
That's the 74, yeah.
Weird one to pick. But the stripes are awesome.
I love the
I
stripes.
always love the stripes in these.
The reissue kit came with white, red, and black stripes.
This is the best combo.
Well, I think it's absolutely tits.
So, mods for the Falbo edition.
The center lines.
Molded in hood,
Yeah.
center lines, rake.
The 6-pack scoop on the Roadrunner hood, I think, is
Yeah. Yeah, that's doubling down.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
And
announcing that you're here.
the car had a great stance. So anyway, if you know where this car is, please leave us a message. Now, we have some information if it really matters. Kyle showed me some, was that Facebook or
That was on Instagram.
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 The person who owned it, when it looked like this, is still around, but he doesn't know really where the car went. So anyway,
Sold with
Kyle has
flat.
already shown him the model. So cheers. What's his name?
Murray. It was a fellow named Murray that had it after the ITV.
Okay, yeah. So it was owned by a fellow at ITV, the real thing, and then a fellow named Murray had it, who Kyle has shown the model to. And cheers, Murray. And the car, I don't know, I mean, we were so crazy about cars and SCTV, so that when Mrs. Falbo got in the car and backed out, and it was like jacked up Roadrunner, we were just like, this is like the best thing.
Pretty badass.
Yeah, and it was so funny to me then, because of course she's a little tiny lady. But I always thought it was a black car, but you're right, it's metallic green.
Yep.
Code again?
G8.
G8 green.
Deep Sherwood.
Deep.
Deep Sherwood.
It's a beautiful job, man. Really nice. Our friend Elton in Montreal, also a keen model builder, and I hope Elton gets to see this and gets a kick out of this thing. The flocked seat covers. So that's flocked like from you spray on some glue and then dusted that shit
Yeah,
on.
I used a white spray-on glue, and then I bought this bag of like model railroad orange flocking,
Yeah.
and then would roll the seats around like I was
Yeah.
doing shake and bake chicken.
Yeah,
And
shake
then
and bake.
squirt, 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 and flock again.
Yeah.
It's my favorite part. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's a cool car.
But Falbo's car, by Murray's recollection, had the sliding sunroof,
Oh yeah, right.
which this does not, and I didn't know that when I built it.
Oh, okay.
So that's a fail.
Well, you didn't know it? Oh yeah, because we only found out about this car after you built the model.
Yeah.
Anyway, so for anybody who doesn't know, this was a car driven by Andrea Martin's character in a sketch in SCTV, and of course we're nerds. And Kyle's built a number of models, couple, and so the Falbo Roadrunner though, but
Well, we got to talking about it that
Who
one
did?
day. You and me.
you and yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
I had to build it.
You had heard of it. You'd heard of it, yeah. Oh yeah, for
Had
sure.
to happen.
We had to postpone our little piece on this car for a week or two because Kyle dropped the hood and chipped it, and he wouldn't let it be on the camera with a chip in the hood. So
Looked like absolute dog shit.
when I met Kyle, you could see right through his car to the other side.
Lost my tent poles camping.
You know, to me, this was always practice for the real thing. You know, and how by the time I painted my first car, I'd probably painted 30, 40, 50 models. Some of them sand them down, paint them multiple times. By the time I painted my first car, I'd already painted so much stuff. We painted everything, bicycles, fucking lawnmowers. You name it. If there was something you could rattle paint onto that thing, I painted it. Ruined a few things. So, but I saved the models, but never got them really to that level. Like, even the best ones I ever did, they didn't have paint that good. How many coats is that?
That is 4 coats. 4 or 5.
Sanded between or not? Really? Just dusted on.
Yep.
How did you get it so clean?
Just trade
Every-
secret.
Trade secret, yeah, you wrapped yourself in tape.
When I cleared that car,
You cleared it.
I cleared it at home, and it was fucking winter. It was colder than shit. I put the first coat of clear on in the basement, and the whole house just fucking stunk.
Oh, you must have been popular.
I was just Captain Popular. You know, my wife was like, "Oh my God, hanging off my arm. What did you make the house smell so good with?" And I had to end up going
that's the
outside.
isocyanate
to do it.
love, baby.
Yeah, and I sprayed the car and I ran it back in the house, and then I sprayed the hood, and it just turned to fog, and I was like, "Fuck."
Oh, yeah,
like-
because you've already got all this invested
I brought
time.
it inside and I left it, and I walked away from it for like 30 minutes, and I came back and looked at it, and it dried
okay.
perfect. I was like, "What?"
Yeah. The flock seats
The flock
really
seats just-
send it home.
Just
Yeah.
like that is like the kiss of perfection. If I could find flocked seat covers like that, I'd be the happiest boy in all of Bangkok.
I don't even know. I don't even know what's wrong about that, but something is. What else do we need to know about the falbo Rover?
It was sold with a flat hood and Craggers.
Oh, right. That the real thing you mean.
And no seat covers. It had no seat covers, a flat hood, well, a stock hood, and Craggers when it was sold.
Well, I wonder if it's still around. I wonder if it was still this color. Did it stay?
Well, I'd hope it stayed green. It's the best color on those cars.
Hey, Poo-Poo. Isn't it a nice day today? The snow is melting, so I thought, why don't we fire up the old Frazer? Sooner or later, we gotta fire it up. Might as well be today. Got my pop can full of gasoline, so that's probably all it's gonna take. Well, I don't even know if the battery's charged, really. Kind of just drove it in and shut it off. So, we'll just see. Should have unhooked it. That was kind of dumb. Okay, guess we're charging. Temp number 2. Stay there. Battery is up, I would just crank it and it would go, but the battery doesn't have very many cranks in it. I gotta keep doing it this way. Kind of spooky how thrashed an engine can be and still run. And I don't know how it's still going, but we've been driving this thing for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years at least. When did I get it? 2014? Probably started driving it 15. Yeah, so 6 or 7 years driving this thing? Crazy. But one more, somehow still running. And the oil pressure gauge came up, and I'm going to go around the block with the Menace. Okay, we've been trying to charge up the battery in the old Frazer because we killed it pretty comprehensively doing one of our hot boxing specials. Leaving the light on. I'm gonna see if we can get it going. And if it goes, we're gonna go for a drive to recognize how many years of driving this car? 5, 6,
I think
7?
something like that, yeah.
Justin was here. He was the first person that rode in the car with me. Remember we sat on buckets or pails or something? So,
Yeah.
So we're just gonna go around the block and make sure it still works. Glad I charged that for a whole day.
Thank you, sir.
Of course. Yeah, this door's
Yeah, but where's the oil pressure? You probably got massive oil pressure.
Yeah, 33.
Oh, good.
There we go. You ever been in this car, Jory?
I've never been in this
Oh,
car.
there we go. This is the company unit.
Yeah,
This is the,
Coldwarmotors Motor Company car.
Yeah.
It's the company car, exactly, yeah. I think we had it on the road by 2015. So,
Yeah.
and then, I forget, I think the end of 2015 I got it out of province, got it inspected, and then been driving it every summer since, so this is easily 5, probably 6.5 years of driving this thing.
Yeah. Well,
So-
you put the most miles on this thing, too.
Yeah. So my goal is to get it to 48 this summer.
Yeah.
So we can do like a 10,000 mile review and see how
the
she's doing.
improvements
You know?
and
Yeah. See what we fixed up. Nothing.
Yeah. Plate on it.
Yeah,
Done.
well, and that was the idea. And part of the goal here was to demonstrate the value of doing all that bullshit stuff at once. Water pump and brakes and just do all that shit that's gonna piss you off. Do it at once, and then just drive it.
And enjoy it.
I've had so few stupid things. I mean, there's been a few. There are going to be a few no matter how hard you try. But it's actually been reasonably reliable. I mean, I don't think I'd take it across the country, but I certainly, I take it around the city every day. I mean, I'm not afraid of it. If cars leave me stranded, I get rid of them. I have no time for that.
No.
You want to total that nice little Mazda there.
You can go right
This thing's
ahead.
got
That's
bumper
okay.
power.
Car guard versus Mazda.
Yeah.
I'll allow this. This is fine.
There. Oh, here we go.
Ah, it's been a while.
Yeah, right?
Piston slap still slapping.
Slapping away, yeah. It goes away when it warms up a bit.
That's a compliment these days. If it slaps, that's good.
This car doesn't need a car salesman to slap its hood. It
That's
does
right.
it itself.
Piston slaps hood. Says, hey, there's lots of room in here. This thing. Yeah, first time we drove it was when we finished the brakes.
Yeah,
and we drove it sitting on buckets, yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely been an upgrade to the buckets.
Yeah.
Well, this was the whole reason he did
the
the
whole
car.
reason I
Because the
bought
seats
this
were there.
stupid car was because the seats were already done. The seats are the best part of the car.
Oh,
They're
comfy.
really nice, yeah. And she does blow warm air too, eventually. It's not gonna blow your hair back.
Oh, no.
It does whisper some heat out of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Gentle whispers.
Yeah.
It's like a hair dryer in a hotel. Just kind of gets the job done.
Yeah, yeah. So this year, I got some sweet fog lights for it.
Nice.
Yeah, remember we talked about getting some 6-volt fogs? Yeah. So they're going to go on the car guard.
Oh, good.
That'll be awesome. Yeah. Overdrive, still still going. That's really the miracle.
Yeah.
I think when the overdrive explodes, then I'll park it. Then I'll regret not selling it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I can sell it now. It's too personal to me because, you know, it's not like this is somebody else's car that I'm taking care of. Like this, as far as I'm concerned, this, I don't really know any of the history of this car before I got it. So it's kind of just something, it's never going to mean anything to anybody other than me as a parts car.
Yeah.
So it might as well just stay with me and I'll just putt it around. And as long as the overdrive keeps working, I'd like to drive it honestly less, like, because I'd rather park this in operating condition than drive it till it blows up, and I'm really not interested in building another engine for it or anything. I'd rather just drive it, and someday when I'm dead, somebody can part it out or they can restore it then. Maybe by then it'll be worth something, but I doubt it very much.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of demand for these.
Not a ton of demand. You guys seen the Frazer prices at Barrett this year? They're crazy.
Gone through the roof.
Through the ceiling.
Never know, it could make a comeback.
Yeah. Well, you can see it's the exhilarating performance never goes out of style, eh?
No.
Little diff growl there. Oh, ducks.
Time to test the car guard out, I guess. Eh?
Yeah. They're just sitting on the road, eh? Don't give a shit.
Oh.
Just sitting there.
Drive around.
They're fearless.
Yeah, they are. What do they call them? What's the slang word for those things?
Yeah, cobra chickens.
Why?
Because of the long neck.
And they hiss at you.
Yeah.
Oh, they hiss at you. Oh, cobra chickens. Yeah, of course. That's awesome. Yeah, see, if I usually go, I come in there.
Ah.
If I had not missed my turn on the other side of the road. See, look at, we can get still in third gear.
Is that Tom? It is Tom.
Oh,
Look at this
for fuck's
maniac. Just driving on the wrong side of the road.
What's up, Tom, buddy?
What are you doing?
Just going for a test drive.
Oh, okay.
Making sure my battery's good. I got to go to my niece's play tonight. Wanted to make sure it was going to start. So, that's all. I only left the yard to go for coffee yesterday. But today I went to Napa. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I figured, I bet Tom goes by, I'm going to be gone for 3 minutes. Yeah, sure enough.
Yeah.
So today, Napa, I got,
Friday, you take the dog in?
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that guy never phoned, eh?
Not a goddamn thing. You know? It's a shame.
Yeah. Geez, you wash your truck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, sort of half-assed.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's good enough.
I used to be able to do it for $3. Now it's $6, and you still don't get it.
Yeah, you get most of it, yeah.
Well, you just gotta go real fast. Car wash that I've got at home for 2 years, and I haven't even got it out of the box.
Oh, well, that might help.
I brought the other one over for you.
Yeah, yeah, we'll hook that up to the well or to the tank this summer.
Come to work on.
No.
It was payday,
I paid
Tom.
her today, so you won't see her for weeks.
I gotta go to the liquor store, buddy.
We're on our way to the liquor store.
This is the last one. We gotta go restock.
That's right. We're down to one beer in here. We gotta go
She's the only one working, for Christ's sake.
I know, right?
That's right. She's buying. Trying to
know
find
how
my
it
own
goes.
girl that'll sand and buy beer. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Good seeing you,
seeing
buddy.
ya.
Bye, Tom.
See you
Have a good one, boss.
That made the tour right there.
That's fucking great.
Didn't we, the first time we drove this, didn't we go to say hi to Tom or we drove by his place?
I think it was late though. It was like 2 in the morning. But we did drive. That was the loop we took. Was up to his place and back. Yeah.
Those people saw the car guard and they got scared.
Yeah, I gotta get that forklift foot away though. It's hard to make the yard look nice with that in there. Not that I'm really concerned, but
No.
I guess I've been there 20 years. People should be used to it.
Yeah. I would think so. Like, and it's not. Does it look great? No. It's not derelict, you know, or completely derelict, semi-derelict, you know.
Yeah, oh yeah.
At worst.
It doesn't look a hell of a lot worse than it did in Mel's yards. That's where it's been all year.
Yeah.
I think, like,
Oh, excuse
like Haggerty, that kind of, like for insurance purposes, I think 25 years. Come on, Frankers.
Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, I knew it was one of the
Hey, come
one
here,
of the
come
two.
here.
Come on, Frankers, let's go.
Come on, Breakers.
You come in too.
It's a trap.
Rat.
You gonna come inside? Come on, going in.
You're a fucking pirate. Yeah.
The struggle is real. There you go, Frankers.
It was her idea all along.
Everything as long as it's her idea. It's okay. You knew. It's a BF Goodrich Safety S.
Safest.
In the desirable, in the ultra desirable 600-16 size.
Sweet.
And we're guessing probably dating from the early 50s.
Oh, wow.
It's a pretty old tire. So if we don't die, we're going to mount it up on a rim here and see how it looks.
Sweet.
If this is working at all, we should see some period advertising appearing behind us. If not, we'll just put porn there.
Tire porn.
I don't even know where I got this. I've had it for a long time, and I was cleaning up today, and I found it, and I thought, you know what? That's today's classic tire. And today's classic menace dog is right here. Hi.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And she's helping very much. So let's go have a look at this thing, and we're going to mount it up and try not to die, and we're going to put it on a Steely, on a 5-on-4.5 Plymouth applicable rim. As far as I know, at least Chrysler and Plymouth changed to 15s in what, Dean? 49?
I thought it was 49.
Maybe 49. So I have the 41 Plymouth, and I got some 16s. So let's mount this guy up.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how it looks.
Oh, it's great.
Pretty nice old classic. And this thing is hard as a rock.
I'm just licking the thing on my head. Okay, go back now. That's okay.
Are you done? Thank you. Check it out, man. This is like almost no miles.
The BFG?
Yeah. It's a BFG Safety S.
Oh, wow. Coldwarmotors is getting into safety stuff now.
Safety stuff here now.
Yeah.
Big time. Check it out. What's the date on this, you think?
I have no idea. I'm just staring at the tire really close to make it seem interesting.
Hey, did you know my classic tire was your idea, Dan?
Was it actually?
Yeah.
Oh.
When we were working on the 50 Plymouth.
Oh, memories.
Oh, memories,
Back
yeah.
memories.
And I was like, check out the tire I'm putting on. And Dan looked at it and he said, today on my classic tire.
Oh, there we
And
go.
that's the 1950 Plymouth Will It Run episode.
So should
from
this
like
tire go
2020.
onto a wheel that can mount to the 50 Plymouth for good sake?
Well, it's on a 16, so it would have to mount to the 41, but pretty close. 4 plies. We're counting on at least 1 ply still be plying.
Show down the treat.
Oh yeah, tread treats. Whoa.
Tread treats.
Hang on a sec. Can you see that? 616.
Oh, that's so fucking cool.
Oh, here, let me spin it around.
Oh, that looks nice. Oh,
Ka-ching.
cool. Yeah, that's
Oh,
great.
that looks good.
Check that out. Oh, yeah.
Alright, looks good. Alright.
Hit it till she
go.
sees.
That's coming.
You
Yeah.
gotta seat the safety S.
Get up there.
Come on, you.
Oh,
She's so close.
That was the softest landing, hey?
yeah, that's all I want. Wait, here she comes.
Okay, go.
Oh, soft
That was a
landing.
soft one. Well, you took care of it, so I'm expecting that. Good for you.
Right? How
Cap
much
and you're
more do we
done.
cap and done?
Okay.
Wow, she's ready to roll
And valve cap.
on a
Well, I meant
yard.
valve cap, but then hubcap.
What's this going on, man? Cool.
I don't know.
The table.
This would fit. This could go on the 47 Chrysler, actually.
After you beat that wheel out.
Yeah.
After you pounded that wheel straight. Yeah, what the hell happened?
Oh, wow.
It'll pound itself.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Oh, I see what you're saying.
We'll have to
I see.
straighten that guy up. Well, there's a nice pair. And part of me wants to see how these drive, but I don't think there's much point. You wouldn't really get a lot of relevant information and data off of these tires anymore. Okay? Although that Goodrich, that's good enough for a spare in any car.
fine.
41 Plymouth. Makes you want to do something about that, doesn't it?
Cool. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Hey Frankers, thanks for having us over for Classic Tire Day. Yeah, what a very good girl. Did you have fun today? Oh well, thanks for coming over anyway. Well, I'm going to get back on the Rover here. We've got 3 pieces here to put in. It's all really just one little pinhole, but by the time you screw around with it, this splash apron is a little thin there, so we're just going to put the corner of that in, and this and this. So there's 3 little pieces here, but it's got to be done because we got to get this back on its wheels so we can do the final fit on the car with it sitting on its wheels. and we can't do that until the bottom of the car is painted. And we can't paint the bottom, and you know, I want to paint all this shit at the same time, so this has to be done. Let's get at it. I'm not going to dwell on this in great detail. We'll have a quick look at it, kind of a before and after, and that's going to be it for that. And then we can get on to the prep, and that's a little more interesting and certainly a little closer to the actual goal of having the car back on the road. So we can see a little thin there, hole here, and a little hole there. So we cut that off, we cut this off, we cut this off, and we'll just cut to it being finished. Let's try the old finger snap. Hey Poo Poo Dog, what do you think? Right, got the Rover rolled over and finishing up the last of the repairs here. You can see there was a small piece that I had to put in the floor on this side. Of course this side I'll put the whole floor in, but this side was pretty good. So we just put a piece in there, and that's finishing up now, and all that's left is to plug weld this to here, and that'll be nice. And we have been prepping up the bottom of the car with Colin. This week we will be spraying some colors out for the Rover, and we'll have a look at how that goes. I've got 2 different colors that Laura picked, both greens, and so we're going to, you know, and they're not really close to each other, so it'll be fun. I'll grab a junky old fender and we'll spray some various types of green on there and see what we think. And then we're going to paint the bottom of the car, and we're going to paint the interior of the car just black. Then it gets undercoated, and then it's going on its wheels. The subframes, I believe Colin already has them powder coated and cleaned up and rebuilt. We'll have a look at that, and of course we are looking forward to putting some color on this car this summer. This has got to be done before the snow flies, and obviously a little bit to do yet. So really, it's going to start coming along pretty quick now. Now that all the structural bullshit is over with, now it's really just a gigantic prepping project, and certainly done lots of those. Of course, we are still underway on Jim's quarter panel here, and and I hope to get some last little bit of hammering finished on that this week, and then from here it pretty much needs to go back over to Jim's, and we got to start fitting it up permanently. There's a certain amount of work that needs to be done essentially with the rest of the car right in front of you. So I'm not going to get all of this absolutely nailed down and then go over there and find it. I wish I'd done something else. So that's the plan with that, and I think Jim is making progress on his end of it too, so that's exciting. Thank you guys, as always, for watching the show. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we do enjoy putting it together. Always have a good time. And if you're not already subscribed, please give it a go if you like. And if you are subscribed, please double check, as YouTube, for whatever reason, is unsubscribing a lot of people from the show. So if you don't mind, have a look at that. And I also want to say a very special thank you to the patrons of the show who make it possible to do all of this. Thank you guys so much. We'll see everybody next week. All the best from me and the Menace and the fellas. He's a regular contributor.
Same old shit.
PC Cola. Serve PC warm. For best results.